Just days ago, what was supposed to be a peaceful escape into the scenic hills of Kashmir turned into one of the bloodiest civilian massacres in recent memory. On April 22, 2025, gunfire echoed across the meadows of Baisaran Valley near Pahalgam, India. The target? Unarmed tourists. The perpetrators? A militant group tied to Pakistan-based terror networks. Baisaran Valley, often called Mini Switzerland of India, is nestled in the Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. It's a dream destination for many. On that quiet afternoon of April 22nd, over 50 tourists from across India and a few from abroad rode horses, trekked the trails, and soaked in the mountain air. But at around 2:50 p.m., that serenity shattered. Eyewitnesses described a group of 4 to 7 armed militants dressed in military fatigues suddenly emerging from the tree line. They were armed with M4 carbines and AK-47s. Without warning, they began firing indiscriminately. Some witnesses claim the attackers asked people to recite religious verses and shot those who couldn't. Others were spared, with one survivor recalling the attackers said, "Go back and tell your government what happened here." Within minutes, 28 people lay dead. Among them, 25 Indian tourists, 2 foreign nationals, 1 from Nepal, 1 from the UAE, 1 local guide. Another 20-plus people were seriously injured, many still fighting for their lives in Srinagar hospitals. The attack was claimed by a group known as the Resistance Front, TRF, an offshoot of the Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba and Hizbul Mujahideen. Both organizations have long histories of violence in Kashmir. According to Kashmir police, at least 3 main suspects were identified. 2 Pakistani nationals. 1 local militant recruit sketches were released. Rewards were announced. A massive manhunt began. The motive? According to TRF's online claim, the attack was meant to warn tourists and resist what they call demographic changes in Kashmir. The response from New Delhi was swift and furious. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condemned the massacre as barbaric and unforgivable. In an emergency address, he said, "Those who shed the blood of innocents will not escape. We will bring every last one of them to justice, wherever they hide." India took multiple diplomatic and military steps. Downgraded diplomatic ties with Pakistan, ordered a withdrawal of military attachés, suspended the Indus Water Treaty talks, approved counter-terror operations in South Kashmir. Inside the valley, elite commando units were deployed, checkpoints were expanded, drones scanned the skies. The government of Pakistan issued a brief statement expressing concern and called for investigation and restraint. But no acknowledgement was made regarding the terror groups operating on its soil. Indian officials called Pakistan's response diplomatic lip service. Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar accused Pakistan of harboring and breeding terrorism under the guise of political resistance. The United States condemned the attack within hours. The State Department called it a horrific act of terror against innocent civilians. Our thoughts are with the families. We support India's right to defend its people. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called it a dark day for human rights and tourism and expressed solidarity with India. European Union leaders, including France and Germany, condemned the killings and emphasized the need to combat cross-border terrorism. Arab countries also responded. The UAE, whose citizen was killed, called the attack cowardly and inhuman. Saudi Arabia issued a statement denouncing terrorism and offered condolences. Qatar urged for global unity in isolating terror networks, regardless of location. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called for restraint but emphasized, terrorism can never be justified, and those responsible must be held accountable. Across India, candlelight vigils were held. In Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Bengaluru, thousands gathered to mourn. Social media exploded with anger and heartbreak. Bollywood stars, cricketers, and influencers posted tributes. Priyanka Chopra wrote on Instagram, "The killing of tourists is an act of pure evil. My heart breaks for every family." News agencies like Reuters, AP, and BBC covered the story globally. Indian media demanded tougher military action. The Pahalgam attack of 2025 wasn't just another headline, it was a targeted strike on peace, on innocence, on the idea that tourism could heal wounds in Kashmir. It's a reminder that even in paradise, shadows linger. And the war on terror isn't over, it's just evolving. But from the blood-stained meadows of Baisaran, one thing is clear. The people of India and the world are watching, waiting, and demanding justice. This isn't just a story of a valley scarred by bullets. It's a story of mothers who lost sons, children who lost fathers, and a nation that refuses to bow to fear. This is Pahalgam 2025, and the world must never forget.